Hello and welcome to day 5 of Summerween. New vlog. Hello. So it is Wednesday now and I have the day off. I just went to the doctor's. I go to a doctor that's not in my city, so I had to drive close to an hour. So I'm on my way back home, or I'm about to leave for my way back home. So I'm thinking I need to get an audiobook. I don't know what I'm gonna read in this vlog, to be completely honest. I don't really have a plan. If you haven't checked out my part 1 of this vlog, I do have a lot of books at home that I can read, but since I'm gonna be driving around because I'm gonna do some errands and I'm gonna take you guys to HomeSense / Winners, and then I also think I'm going to stop in an Indigo and look around. Don't know how much I'm going to buy because I really don't need books right now. And I have to move in a couple months, so I'm trying not to buy things in general because then I'm going to have to move them. And I'm lazy, but I want to at least have somewhat of an interesting vlog. So I'm going to actually go on Everand right now and see what I can find on there for like a thriller. Just from a quick look on Everand, I found The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell, which I do own, so that's even better. So I'll get a book off of my physical TBR as well. I think this one, just quickly looking at the description, is about Libby, who has no idea about her past and her family. She finds out she is the sole inheritor of this house, I think, where years ago there was a tragedy where police found a 10-month-old baby crying in their crib, 3 dead bodies downstairs, and the other 4 kids that lived there were nowhere to be found. An interesting premise. So I'm gonna listen to that on my way back. First we're gonna stop at I think it's a Winners. Apparently there's not a lot of HomeSenses. HomeSenses, is that the plural? There's not a lot of HomeSenses in the area. So, Winners it is. Just some Winners has more home stuff than others. I don't know about this one, but that's what we're going to first. So let's start our journey and let's start listening to The Family Upstairs. For some reason my freaking Everand would not load and it would not start the audiobook. So I did not listen to it on my way to Winners, but I'm here now and hopefully I can get it to start working, because that actually annoyed me. I have to go pee so badly, but like they never have open bathrooms in Winners, so I doubt that that's gonna happen. I probably can go into like something else around here, but so yeah, did not listen to anything, but time for Winners and some shopping. I'm not gonna vlog in there, like I'm probably not gonna talk to you guys because I'm shy, but I'll get some clips.
Smoking on a back porch, cigarette in my mouth with a Marlboro. Oh, I wish we could have talked more. Yeah, I told you my name, didn't catch yours. And I know you don't even live in my time zone. See you every time that my eyes close, following me everywhere I go. Oh, I know that I get carried away, wrapped up in everything that you say. Never mind.
My audiobook worked, thank goodness, but and they had a bathroom in there, so that was good. But I didn't really find anything in there that I wanted. Since it's a Winners, it's pretty small, like home section, and I'm pretty sure I showed you literally every single thing in there that was Halloween. They had a lot of dishcloths, and there were some really cute ones that I showed you, but I feel like that's something that I can buy once I move, because the only things I liked were a couple of the dishcloths, and I feel like that's something I can buy once I move. It's not something I need right now, so I passed up, but there was some cute stuff, but nothing that I really wanted. So we're gonna go to the next stop, which is gonna have, I think this one has a HomeSense and a Winners in it, but then also Indigo. There's a Starbucks and a Tim's right there, so I might grab something from one of those places. and we'll see what we find in there. Good news, there's a HomeSense sign on the outside of this one, so we're gonna go in there first because I feel like I'll take more time in Indigo, but they're pretty close to each other. I really hope when I go in Indigo, since I used to work there, I really don't want to run into people. I didn't work at this location, but I know people that have transferred to this location, and I don't really want to see anyone I know. So hopefully I don't, but I did a good chunk of shopping, and then I just grabbed a little snack size of fries from New York Fries. I didn't end up getting anything from HomeSense or Winners because I really don't want to move stuff when I move, and so I'm more trying to get rid of stuff. And there's cute things in there, but I just can't. I did buy other things at other places, but they're small. But let's talk about the books I bought, because I did buy two. I really wanted to get The Thrashers by Julie Soto, I think is the author. I've seen people talk about it, how it's really good. I tried to say this in the store, but I was quiet and it was loud in there, so I'm not sure if you guys heard. It was $27 for hardcover YA. YA is supposed to be way cheaper usually, and hardcover obviously makes it more expensive. That was insane. I also wanted to grab Silver Elite because I read that and loved it, but it was like $44 or $47 for the hardcover, and so when you took the 25% off that was on there, it was still really expensive. So I just wanted the book trophy for that one, so it was easier not to grab, but I really wanted the Thrashers, but that's an insane price, so I put it on hold at the library. But I ended up spending $38. But I ended up getting this YA one, How to Find a Missing Girl by Victoria Wool. I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name. A cheerleader disappears a year ago. Her younger sister has been investigating, but she keeps getting in trouble for it. And she's turning 18, so she can actually go to jail for her behaviors. Now, a year later, the sisters the sister that went missing, her ex-girlfriend goes missing too, after dropping the polarizing last episode of her true crime podcast. Now, they're trying to find what happened to both of these girls. And then I did pick up Lisa Jewell's new book, Don't Let Him In. I was like, how long has it taken me to pick up The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell? I don't need her new one. But this one sounded really interesting. Nick Radcliffe is a man of substance and good taste. He has a smile that can melt the coldest heart and a knack for putting others at ease. He's just what Nina Swan needs in her life after her husband's unexpected death. But to Nina's adult daughter, Ash, Nick seems too slick, too polished, too good to be true. Without telling her mother, Ash begins digging into Nick's past. What she finds is more than unsettling. Martha is a florist, living in a neighboring town with her infant daughter and her devoted husband, Alistair. But lately, Alistair has been traveling more and more frequently for work, disappearing for days at a time. When Martha questions him about his frequent absences, he always has a legitimate-sounding explanation, but Martha can't shake the feeling that something isn't right. Nina, Martha, and Ash are on a collision course with a shocking truth that is far darker than anyone could have imagined, and all three are about to wish they had the same warning, don't let him in. So, I might actually pick this up this week. I'm not sure. So, I have some blind bags. I got two of the same blind bag because there's one I really want, and I tried to be one of those people that feels it in the bag, but it was too hard, so I bought two. And I'm gonna be sad if I don't get the one that I wanted because I got two, but they were cheaper than they say they are on the thing. But I got the Stitch blind bags that have a little hook on them to put on your bag. Stitch is one of the only like characters, I guess, that I really love and like am a little sucker for. I have one of these from the last series, so this is series 7, but I have one I think from the last one. But these are the options. I, of course, want Stitch Reading Ducklings book, but I'm not actually going to be mad about pretty much any of them. I don't really want Baking Stitch, but I could see that being the one that I get because it probably felt similar to the book one. I could have gotten that one of him in the hovercraft because I could feel it was massive. I did not really want that one. I feel like this one feels bigger, so I feel like it's not this one. So let's... Okay, book is number 1. Ukulele. Oh, they're all pretty cute. Sandy. Sippy cup's kind of cute, but I don't know if I want that. I don't know. The tiki torches. Okay, let's just see what I get. Where's the freaking pole? Why does this not have a thing to open it? Open it like a bag of chips. Is that a rare one? Low-key got exclusive A, I think. I got exclusive A. Rare. Well, that was lucky. It's cute. It's one with like a little coconut. I was just confused. I thought it was this one for a second. Sandy Stitch, and I thought part of it fell off. That's why I was so confused. But that's lucky. It's cute. I'm good with this one. Oh, cute. I'm okay with this one. That one's cute. That was one that I would want. With the tiki torches. And it's when he has all his arms and his extra antenna thingies in the back. I wanted the book one. But... after all that crunching in the store, still didn't get the one I wanted, but that's fine. The one other show and like character thing that I love and I'm a sucker for, of course, is SpongeBob SquarePants. That is my show, that is my childhood, that is everything to me. So when I went into Miniso, where it has like all the blind boxes, and I saw this one, I had to get it. So this is Franny's Hidden Dissectables Super Edition. These are the ones you can get. So it's like them when they're superhero, but also skeleton on the other side. So I personally would, of course, want... Dirty Bubble's kind of a boring one because he doesn't have skeleton. I personally would want SpongeBob or Squidward or one of the rares, of course. SpongeBob or Squidward are my top two, but I'm not too mad about any of them. So, do the ASMR things. There's something else in there, but I don't want to. It's huge. I feel like I got the bubble, unless they're all huge. I mean, I think it has plastic in there too, but this one has this one has. Oh, hello. I got Patrick. Patrick, of course, is a classic. I am not mad about this one. I just think Squidward's superhero, I don't remember what they're called. Not superhero, but basically superhero costume is cooler. But I will never say no to Patrick. That makes sense why he feels so big, because he's got all this. Oh, you get like a little stand. And then a card. Was that a waste of my money? Probably. But it's too late now. That's everything I bought. I'm gonna go to Costco now and get gas. While I wait in line at the gas thing at Costco, I'll tell you about... I don't really have anything to say about the family upstairs because I feel like I'm not paying attention. I'm gonna be completely honest. Every time I'm just kind of confused. So, I feel like I don't have anything to say about it because I'm confusion. I'm just mixing up who characters are, and it feels like there's so many characters with similar names, but maybe they aren't. But in my head, it's similar names, so I have really no thoughts. The little synopsis I gave you before I started listening is pretty much good enough at this point. I'll maybe read along when I get home. Well, I'm gonna do some other stuff. When I start reading this one again, I'm gonna read along because I feel like it's not fair to the book because I'm not really paying attention. Thing is, I am paying attention, but I'm not. I feel like I don't know, I'm in the middle. It's also just not like holding my attention, so it's okay so far, but yeah, definitely not great. Okay, it is day 6 of Summerween, I think. Yeah, it's Thursday, and I finished the family upstairs today. I did not finish it yesterday. I ended up spending my whole basically night editing the first vlog for this. So I finished this today at work. I enjoyed it a little bit more for the second half than the first, but it still was not incredible. Don't mind me, I guess I thought I was recording and wasn't for this update, so this is just editing me coming in to give you my final thoughts. I don't remember really what I said about the family upstairs. The second half was better as things got revealed and cleared up a little bit. The confusion was less prevalent, I guess, but it was still there for some of it. I just don't think it wasn't like the most rewarding ending. It wasn't the most groundbreaking ending, but it wasn't bad. I also liked the undertones of cult kind of things in here. So I gave it 3 stars. It's been on my TBR for a really long time, and I'm glad I finally got to it, but it wasn't a new favorite, and I don't know that I'll be reading the sequel ever. Never say never, but I really don't have... I don't feel like I need to, but I don't really know what the thoughts on the sequel are, so I don't know, maybe people like it even more. Sorry, I am silly and don't know how to press the record button apparently, but it happens. Okay guys, it is day 7 of Summerween. I'm about to go to work. I'm kind of running behind, so this is going to be a quick little update. But I decided that I'll be reading 9 Lives by Peter Swanson today while at work. It's a really short audiobook. It's like 7 hours and 11 minutes, so I should be able to read it at my speed under 3 hours-ish, and then that leaves me time to listen to my true crime podcast today. I always listen to Crime Weekly on Fridays when there's new episodes, and of course it's Friday, so it's no different. They just started today's a new series. I think it's on the Titanic, like that submarine went down and everyone died. So I'm gonna listen to that along with 9 Lives. I think it's just about 9 strangers receive a list with their names on it they ignore it until very, very bad things begin to happen to people on that list. And one person on that list is FBI agent Jessica Winslow, and she is trying to figure it out before something happens to her. So I know this is gonna be sad because an old man is in it and he gets killed, and that's sad to me, but I'll push through. So again, I'm running late, so I better get going, but this is what I'll be listening to at work, and I'll give you my thoughts after. Okay, hello guys. It is Saturday now, the last day of Summerween, and I have some little updates for you guys. Yesterday I was kind of MIA because after work, my mom came over and we went to a market and stuff, and then she ended up spontaneously staying the night. So I didn't get to read anything else yesterday, but I did read 9 Lives by Peter Swanson at work, and this one was pretty good. It was kind of boring, but since it was a really fast audiobook, that definitely helped. I think if I would have been reading this physically, I probably would have disliked it even more. So I told you what it was about, and like literally I feel like I don't have anything to elaborate on because it's pretty basic, exactly what you think you're getting into, but I ended up giving it 3 stars. It wasn't bad, but definitely on the lower end of the scale for Peter Swanson. This is still one of his more recent releases, not super, but 2022, I guess that's 3 years ago. Insane. The ending of this really bothered me. Throughout the book they made you think one thing happened, but at the very end you find out it didn't happen, or like this other thing kind of happened, and they should have just kept with what they made you think happened, I guess, because what they changed was very convenient, but it was decent. I don't hate it. I liked the idea of it and then there were none but not isolated, I guess. It was good, but just not a fave. However, I am just about to leave the house. I'm gonna go grab a coffee and probably some lunch. I am working on a paper right now. I think I've maybe mentioned it in this vlog already. It's due tomorrow. I'm like so close to being done. I have 1 section left and then I just have to like edit it. I'm way over the word count already, so I'm gonna have to really edit it down. But I'm gonna go get my coffee and lunch. Coffee so I can focus more, and then have that little break, and when I come after that I'm gonna get back to doing my paper, and once I finish writing it I'm gonna start reading another book, take a break from my paper and come back to it and edit it later tonight and probably a bit tomorrow before it's due. So I need to pick my next book, but I'm really not picking it because I'm still in between 2. I really can't decide. I'm in the mood for sure for a YA mystery. I also just read them so much faster, so it's a lot. That's a plus, especially because today's the last day. I may slightly go into tomorrow. This one's a bit longer. It's Such Charming Liars by Karen M. McManus. It is 386 pages. So maybe that one's not the best pick because it's almost 400 pages. I also have The Legacies by Jessica Goodman. I've read a few of her books and they're kind of hit or miss, but overall I enjoy them. 323. So this one will probably actually be what I end up reading. I was coming to tell you I didn't know what book I was going to read because I was in between those two, but I'm for sure going to pick up this one. It's just more realistic that I can finish it today or very early on tomorrow. So I don't really know what this one's about. Scoring an invitation to the Legacy Club in New York City is more than an honor. It gives lifetime access to power and wealth beyond any prep school door. Guaranteed security, as club members always look out for their own. That is, after making it through a rigorous week of events and the extravagant gala, the Legacy Ball. It's not surprising that these three are nominated as legacies. Their pedigrees have assured their membership since birth, even if they're all keeping secrets that could destroy their reputations. But scholarship kid from Queens, Tori, she's never fit in the world of designer bags, penthouse apartments, and $1 million donations. So what did she do to secure her place? The night of the Legacy Ball is supposed to be the best night of these seniors' lives. A night of couture, endless champagne, and plenty of hushed gossip. Everyone expects a night of luxury. No one expects their secrets to come out or for someone to die trying to keep them hidden. So, very typical YA mystery, school YA mystery, I guess. And I'm excited. I've read, so by the time this came out, the only ones out were They Wish They Were Us, They'll Never Catch Us, and The Counselors in this one, and I've read all of those. I just have another one by her, which I believe is her newest release, The Meadowbrook Murders. I didn't even look at this one as an option to read. But we'll read this one first. That's the only other one I haven't read by her, so. Anyway, my stomach is growling, so I need to go get food, and I will talk to you guys later when I get into this. And I'm closing out Summerween with the Legacies, because I have to finish another book before Summerween ends. This vlog hasn't had nearly as much reading as the last one, so we gotta pick up on that. Don't mind my appearance, it is so hot, but it's the last day of Summerween and I kept meaning to use my ghost mug and I keep forgetting, so I'm gonna have an iced tea. If you know, you know, this is the Elite iced tea, specifically during summer. Not really the right cup for this, but you'll still be able to see him. It's kind of spooky. That's cute. I don't know if you guys will be able to fully see him. Yeah, you can. Adorable. I kept forgetting about this mug. So this is why I didn't get any of those cute mugs at HomeSense, because I already had a cute little one. I have not done much reading, so I need to get back to that. So let's go. I finished my last book of Summerween. I read The Legacies. I did not do any check-ins with you guys. I felt like I didn't have anything to say, to be honest. We also don't know who dies, and so it's all written. We slowly find out, like, kind of one by one of people that are still alive as these chapters go on, but we don't know who dies until like the last 30 pages, less than that maybe. Well, it's basically just like a bunch of entitled kids and entitled parents and people in general trying to stay entitled. I enjoyed this one. I thought it was good. I also got this copy off of Book Outlet. Some pages come out, but that's fine. You know kind of what you're getting on Book Outlet. I feel like the last purchase I made on Book Outlet though, I got worse stuff than normal. But anyway, this was a solid YA mystery from Jessica Goodman. Not my favorite by her. My favorite is for sure The Counselors. Honestly, I can barely remember now what happens in They Wish They Were Us. So I can't remember if I would like that one better or this one better. But They'll Never Catch Us or whatever it's called is my least favorite from her. But I'm glad I read this one. It's been on my list for a while, even though I haven't owned it for very long. I've wanted to read it for a while. But that's my last Summerween book. These are the only books I read during this week. Technically I read at least half of another book, but it's for a different vlog. This one, Legacies, was definitely my favorite of these three, but I'm really proud of myself because I got 6 books off of my physical TBR, and then don't forget I also listened to Middle of the Night by Riley Sager, which I don't own physically, but I read 7 books over the last 8 days, and like full-length books, so I'm really proud of myself. I'm really happy because I don't know, sometimes it feels impossible to finish books and get my TBR down, but this reminds me that I can do it. Now I'm not going to be reading 7 books over 8 days all the time, but I have hope that I can make it through my physical TBR. But it was a pretty good reading week. No 5 stars, which is disappointing. None of them were super bad. 5, 3 3.5 star ratings, and then 2 4-star ratings. So yeah, not the best, but definitely could have been a lot worse. And I'm just so in my mystery era again that this feels so good to be reading books and the genre that I love the most. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this vlog and my last vlog. Again, if you didn't see days 1 to 4, definitely go check that vlog out. I will link it. I had a great time with Summerween as always. This is the best I've ever done for Summerween. Definitely part of it is because I was vlogging, so that's good motivation. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe and give it a big thumbs up. Both those mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.